What's going on, people? It's your man, Capital K. I am in this bitch one more again for all the peeps. Alright? So, I want to welcome you guys back. And if you're here for the first time, I want to welcome you for the first time. If you are here for the first time, allow me to introduce myself. Oh, excuse me. I didn't want to burp. But I am Capital K. I am a rapper, producer, engineer extraordinaire. And also, you also here to maybe talk about what the Tupac thing. But, on my channel, I do have videos where I post up my music. I post up the beats that I make. And I post up other things that I like to talk about, whatever, music related. So, yeah, see reviews and all that shit. So, man, check out my channel. If you like what you see, subscribe, like, leave me a comment, talk some shit, get at me. Whatever, call me trash, say I'm beautiful, whatever you want to do, I'm with all of it. But, we're here to get to it. Now, Tupac, Ayanna Jackson, and rape culture. We are here to discuss this very controversial thing, this very controversial topic at hand. Because, when I first seen this on DJ Blast's channel, I will say that I personally was shocked because as a Tupac fan, of course you heard about the allegation. Of course you heard about what was being said about the young lady, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just here to give my little 2 cents because as soon as the video came out, I didn't jump to make something because I wanted to see the whole thing in its entirety to actually get a perspective of what she was talking about so I could make a comment, because I may make a video and then part 2, she may have answered my questions or moved on to something else. Whatever. So, after watching the whole hour and breaking it down, heard from Tupac's side, of course, I'm a huge Tupac fan and fanatic. I will give you my 2 cents and I will sit up here and, I am a Tupac fan, but I will stay biased and I will just come from a perspective. If I was sitting on the jury, this is how I would have taken it. So, the young lady, Ayanna Jackson, looks very good now. I ain't gonna say she ain't no slouch now. she probably was bad back in the day, but she got that milk shit going on right now. She straight up. But, what I will say is, from watching all this stuff, man, definitely was surprised at what I hear. Definitely confused at some of the stuff I hear. And got some clarity as well, all in one. So, watching this video, when I first seen the video, I was like, nah, this can't be true, And then as it started to grow and manifest, I'm still watching this video like, no, this ain't real. And then, yes, it was real. It's the girl that actually put the rape case on Pac, and now I'm here to discuss it. So we can get to the part where, where it gets real juicy at, when it gets to the hotel room. Because Tupac met this girl at the club, basically got some head on the dance floor, or maybe got some head, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whether, because she said she either sucked it or kissed it. Who cares? That's beyond the point. So, for better or worse, I take it as Tupac and this Jackson lady, they hooked up and they became fuck buddies. Every time Tupac used to come to that city, they used to hook up and fuck and hang out and just have a casual relationship. This ain't turning into nothing serious. It's just every time we hooking up, we just having fun and having some sex. Alright, cool. So now Tupac doing above the rim and all that shit like that. So now when he doing the movie, he invites the girl over to the hotel. And in the hotel, it's 5 people. Tupac road manager, Tupac, the girl, Haitian Jack, and some other dude, right? So it's 5 people. So count 5 people that's in the room. So as the story goes, Tupac, they go back to the room. They in the room. They go to the bedroom. Cause they about to start fucking, whatever. So giving a massage. Starts from the back. Now it's on front. Now she's riding them and doing all that stuff. And as they kissing and making out, doing all that stuff, the door opens. Like, kind of like that shit. So, of course, like, you would tell the guys, like, hey, bro, what the fuck is you doing, man? Like, whatever. And I would tell you this, just for being in situations like this as well, Well, I've been in situations where guys are fucking a girl in the other room, and all the guys run in there, and what I'm saying, they all hit consensually, and it was always a hey, chill, 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 calm down, whatever, whatever, and then boom, they start doing their thing. So with this girl, she with Pac or whatever, and the homies came in. So now the homies start grabbing her and touching her and all that. So she said, hey, Tupac held her down, and the homies did their thing with her, or he ended up leaving, whatever. So that's her side of the story. Tupac's side of the story was, like DJ Vlad said, both of them have similarities, but differences in how it went. From Tupac's point of view is, okay, the homie, we were in the room, we were kissing, the homies came in, and basically, Tupac didn't want to say, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, stop to the homies, because that's going to make it look like, hey, this my girl, this my chick, this, you know what I'm saying, whatever, whatever. So, I mean, I don't really get shit like that, because it's like, yo, just because you say, hey, you know what I'm saying, don't do that, we don't want to make this girl uncomfortable, because you get situations like this, where she going to call the police, and something's going to get misinterpreted. And, and you got to let girls know what it is when you first meet them, man. Like, hey, it's either we fuck buddies, we trying to work on something, or, that's it. We just keeping this shit real casual. So, other than that, so now they doing what they do. The homies bust in. So, Tupac homies bust in, they do their thing, and, Tupac just didn't tell them to stop or nothing, no shit like that. He just got up and walked out the room, and the homie smashed. Right? So, he just thinking like, oh, okay, they just ran the train on her, and then that's it. So now, it gets to the girl. Her side of the story was, okay, she was in the room, and these dudes basically raped her, with Tupac's assistants there holding her down or whatever. But she did say he left the room at some point or whatever, but she just said like, hey, I just kind of blacked out or whatever. But, I get that. If you were raped, of course you're going to try to fucking go somewhere mentally, or fucking your body is going to shut down or whatever. So I ain't really saying nothing against that. So the main issue here is, did the homie smash? The homie smashed. So did the homie smash consensually, or did they force herself on? So that's what this whole thing is tied up into, and this where it gets tricky at. Now, this happens a lot with young men. Like time, you get a girl in the crib, everybody just think that everybody can fuck, because what I'm saying, she might be a hoe, she might be whatever the fuck, and everybody just jump in and do the thing. So that's personally why I don't run trains. That's why I don't be doing none of that shit. Like, it's plenty of times and plenty of opportunities I done had to run trains on a chick. I ain't do that shit because of stuff like this. Because, the crazy thing about it is, man, you can have 5 dudes, just like this situation, you got 4 dudes that are witnesses, but their witness account is totally out of here, because you got one girl's perspective telling all that shit. And that's the only thing that matters, what she said, And that's why I don't even do that shit, man. And, as men, we got to stop saying that shit is cool, because you don't know if these girls are actually doing it because they want to do it, or they just like, oh, man, I'm just afraid to do something, or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, and, it was some other stuff. I took a few notes, man, about what she said. And, basically, first thing I put in a note, like I said, Tupac was like, hey, I ain't want to make her my girl. I get that, and, that's what Tupac was saying. Like, hey, she got mad because, in my eyes, I started looking at her like a hoe now, because she smashed the homies. So once you smash the homies, you just a thought now. We don't really fuck with no thoughts. And that's what Tupac was saying. She got mad because, oh, okay, you a hoe now. You know what I'm saying? And she's saying like, hey, I thought we was cool. You set me up for this bullshit to happen to me. That's both of the sides of the story. So, and what another thing that I really found peculiar was, she was saying that, when she first met Tupac, she's not a fan of Tupac. she don't know nothing about hip hop culture. She's basically like a casual fan. That's all she listens to, rap, R&B and stuff, you know. But later, as the interview went on, she was basically saying, you know, she was starstruck by Tupac, you know, and I was just like, okay, if you starstruck, you know, you will be starstruck by some people that you know within the culture. So just like right now, I don't listen to country music, but you know, like, how am I gonna be starstruck by people I don't even know in the country music, you know, they whole culture and stuff like that. Like Garth Brooks said, whoever the fuck is in, you know, that side. You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I be starstruck? I could be sitting next to a country singer that rules the world. I don't know nothing about how I'm gonna be starstruck. So that's kind of weird right there. So, other thing that was crazy too about this whole case is, okay, Haitian Jack, you know, he got the case dismissed, right? The road manager that was with him, he ended up getting 4 months and 5 years probation. The other dude that was there, they didn't actually catch him. The nigga just ran off and, you know what I'm saying, and got away from the police. I don't know how he did that shit, but he got away with it, you know what I'm saying, and he's gone. But Tupac is the only dude who got really sentenced harshly. And, you know, I can kind of understand why he got sentenced harshly, because at that time, Tupac got off. He skated with that case, with shooting at the police. He won on the technicality. And, you know how these motherfuckers be, man. You know, when you in the belly of the beast of these white people and that power structure, they gonna get you on whatever they can get you on. So, if I can't get you on the gun case, we're gonna get you on this rape case or sexual abuse case. And that's why they threw the book at him. That ain't no surprise. Do I think that she was a part of a big conspiracy and all that? Nah, I don't think so. No. I look at a lot of conspiracies and stuff like that, and she don't have the sense of being a co-conspirator in anything. Because a lot of these conspiracies, you get people that come out years later and they talk about, oh, well, you know, I was doing the conspiracy and stuff like that, and now I'm spilling the beans. What beans she got to spill? You know what I'm saying? Like, she just said, hey, man, I'm coming out because I feel like my character is getting demeaned from that movie, which I can understand. So it is what it is. But I find it funny that she was more hell-bent on Tupac getting sentenced than the other dudes, when both of them definitely say that the homie smashed. Now, did the homie smash consensually or non-consensually? We don't know that. But both of them say the homie smashed. So now, if you got dudes, so if Tupac didn't rape you, you got 3 other dudes that did rape you, wouldn't you be more gung-ho about getting the dudes who did rape you and just saying like, oh, this is bullshit, they got a few months, they got the cases dropped and dismissed and stuff like that? It's like she was more hell-bent on getting Tupac, you know, which led you to believe like, okay, was there some validity in what Tupac said about that? You know, makes you wonder stuff about that. And it's even funny too when they was doing the case, like from one of the notes I took, she said she was not there to hear the defense. And it's like, okay, I've been to court before. You know what somebody is accusing you of, and you know what story you telling. You know, so you hear both sides of the story, and y'all basically tell both sides of the story, and the jury finds out which is the right story. Excuse me. So, you know, for her to say, hey, I didn't hear the defense, well, Tupac was saying, hey, man, she was a crazy girl and an obsessed fan who just took things a little too far and thought we was in a relationship, but we really wasn't, and she was out to get me. That's kind of odd to me. So, you waiting for now what I would have went to. So, if I was a juror on this case, non-biased, non-biased in this thing, in what favor would I rule? Excuse me, yes, lady said, I'm sorry. So, and people's in whose case I would rule for. So if I was there and I was in the jury, I would definitely vote Tupac or Maru Shakur in the case of this alleged crime of sexual abuse. I would find you not guilty. Right? Not guilty. And that's not because I'm a Tupac fan. It's because of the evidence that was presented and everything that came forth, what it was. She specifically said rape, 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 rape. But Tupac got convicted on sexual abuse, right? So, if you were hired, which is kind of funny right there too, like, why they didn't charge him with rape is kind of like, it's kind of weird to me because I'm really, like, if a woman say you got raped, I don't know, like, cause think about it for a second though, like, if a woman wants to accuse you for a case, they give her a rape kit and all that, so I don't know if the rape kit turned up to not have any factual evidence to say this woman was forcibly harmed or anything like that. You gotta go with Tupac's side of the point of view. But if they want to, I think they changed it to a sexual abuse case because they didn't have any evidence to try to convict him of rape. That's why it's like, you know what I'm saying, they're forcibly touching the buttocks and shit like that. It's like, you know, of course, he did touch her buttocks. You know what I'm saying? He did touch her ass, but did he touch her ass without her permission and stuff like that? I would say no, So, if you want to talk about the other dudes and the other dudes doing some other stuff, the guys that was there, they are definitely guilty of this. Is Tupac guilty? No. But Tupac got convicted basically on his image, who he is, and what he represented, and they wanted to slam him. So, that's what it was, man. I would have seen right through it, you know what I'm saying? Like, just being a person that just got my eyes open, man, and just seeing both sides of the fence. Because Tupac said it himself with his own words, like, hey, man, this case ain't about me. It ain't about rape. It ain't about trying to get justice. It's about thug. It's about angry black man. It's about all this shit like that, man. So, it's crazy, man. That must have been a crazy time in his life, man. But, all in all, wrapping this whole thing up, man, my final thought is, man, listen, for you guys out there, do not run trains on chicks, man. That's probably the moral of the story here. Do not run trains. Also, if you meet a girl, actually, like, explain to her in full detail what, I'm sorry, late. And let her know in full detail what this relationship is. We just fucking, I want to see if this thing can turn a relationship or I'm finna take you seriously. Let these girls know in full detail what it is, what the relationship is. So, when it comes down to it, you don't be locked up like Tupac. You don't be going through no bullshit like that. So, I definitely don't think Tupac did it, It was basically the guys, man. I just think, shit got out of hand, man. So, So that's my 2 cents. So, it's me, Capital K. I will talk about more stuff like this in the future. So, if I see something that's anything more interesting. But anyway, check out the music on my channel. Check out other videos I'm posting up. And, hey, man, I want to thank you all. So, hey, man, peace. Tupac, not guilty.